So 2025 is going to be a great year for Nintendo, but where does that leave the release schedule for all the games? Now we do know that August we're going to be seeing one game, more like a DLC pack, Kirby from Forgotten Lands Star Cross Worlds. And then after that, we don't see any more games. September, nothing. November, nothing. December, nope. But here's the thing. I think that we will be seeing a whole bunch of games, but we just have to, put everything in the pattern and see what's going to be releasing. If it were up to me, I honestly think that Kirby Air Riders would be our September game. In October, of course, we're getting Pokemon Legends ZA. And then probably in November would be Metroid Prime 4. And after that, in December, now hear me out. December, we could maybe have the chance of seeing two games. Maybe we could get Splatoon Riders, and also maybe we can get Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Now this isn't too far off to say that Nintendo has already done something like this before, but it makes a lot of sense. Now in the terms of Kirby Air Riders, this game has actually been rated already, and usually Nintendo, or pretty much every company as a fact, doesn't rate things before the game is finished. So, if we're looking at this correctly, I honestly think that Kirby Air Riders could be the game for September. But you might be saying, maybe Kirby Air Riders could be a game for August. Now, I wouldn't go that far to say that, it's going to be a game for August, because again, we didn't really get a release date for the game, and usually Nintendo likes to put release dates out about a month before the game actually comes out. So I think September, we're probably going to be seeing Kirby Air Riders. This game actually looks amazing. I love the fact that it really, really lets you see the colors pop so well, especially when you're seeing in the trailer and you're on the star, and then boom, all of a sudden you blast of colors. It's pretty great. So overall, I think that that's going to be our September game. Now, in terms for October, I think, of course, we got Pokemon Legends ZA, and usually Nintendo doesn't really release a game with Pokemon. Now, it happened a couple times, but it's not really the norm, so let's just say that October, we're not going to be seeing any games. Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be the only game. Pokemon Legends ZA is Pokemon month, and we're going to be seeing games like that and having fun. It's going to be great. But now, when we're moving to November, honestly, it makes the most sense. Like, hear me out. Trust me. I think that that's going to be the release date for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I think it's going to be November. It just makes the most amount of sense. This game hasn't been rated yet. This game is looking good, and it's looking like Nintendo really wants to put all the time, all the effort to make this game truly the best game possible. So November would probably be the time for that game. Then if you look for December, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Now, Nintendo specifically said this winter. And what month do you think when you say winter? Now, of course, January would probably be the winter month. But since it said 2025 and this winter, I think December makes a lot of sense. December feels like the more wintry month. So Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment definitely could fit in that category. And even Splatoon Riders. Now, that game looked to be maybe just a special big talk for Nintendo. This is pretty much a main Nintendo game, so why not release it on the month that everyone's getting different games, everyone's getting different consoles and stuff? Of course, December, Christmas, you put two and two together and you say, okay, I think those are the release dates. So for me personally, I think that these are going to be the correct release dates for the games. Of course, Nintendo hasn't officially revealed what these release dates are going to be, but I think that it makes the most amount of sense to say that these are the release dates for the games. It's just like mind-blowing how we didn't really connect all these dots together until now. So if we're going for a recap, all right, so this month in August, we are going to be seeing Kirby Star Cross Worlds and also Dragon Drive. We're going to be seeing those games, all right? So Nintendo's going to be taking a little bit of slow time releasing the games. They're little tiny games. and then gonna go for the bigger games later on. We're finally going to be seeing Kirby Air Riders. That's gonna be kind of like our game that we wanted to see, but we didn't really want to see. This has just announced, and we really want to see it now, if that makes sense. And then Pokemon month, of course, so everyone's gonna be out there getting a Nintendo Switch, having fun playing Pokemon. Then after that, it's gonna roll over into our November. Of course, Metroid Prime 4, everybody's gonna go and play Metroid Prime 4, explore the region. Now, I've never played a Metroid game before. This would be my first time playing a Metroid game. And I'm honestly really, really excited for Metroid Prime 4. It just looks to be a great game, and especially being able to play this game at 120 frames per second, that is ridiculous. And 4K 60 also looks pretty good. Which one are you gonna be picking? 4K 60 or 120 1080p? Let me know in the comment section down below. Then when we're moving on to December, we're getting Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Makes the most amount of sense because this isn't really developed by Nintendo. It's not it's kind of work beside Nintendo to get like the voices for the characters and also the model, but it's not necessarily directly just Nintendo. So one of their teams is freed up for a different game, and that game would be Splatoon Riders. Why would they just randomly shadow drop this game if we're not really getting anything until 2026? It makes more sense if we see Splatoon Riders maybe in December, where everybody's getting different things for Christmas, and that would be the best time. Every single year, we got some sort of Christmas game. May that be a giant Christmas game that we've never really known or cared about. May that be a big game that we really cared about. Different people like different things, and maybe Nintendo's trying to spin up the formula with releasing a Splatoon game where everyone can go and have fun exploring the lands of Splatoon with their good old Raider pals. Anyways, what do you think about this? Do you think that I predicted the release dates? I correctly analyzed everything and made the release dates probably going to happen. I think that these are going to be the correct release dates. It makes too much sense for Nintendo not to be saying that these are the release dates because honestly. Now we forgot about one thing. Super Mario's 40th anniversary. Now, in September, it could be Kirby's Air Riders month because that makes sense, but also the 40th anniversary of Mario. Now. I think that inside the 40th anniversary of Mario, we're going to be seeing a couple of things. That's probably going to be Super Mario Galaxy 2, or that could be maybe another 3D All-Stars. But let's just say, for now, it's Super Mario Galaxy 2. It really looks like we will be seeing that game, and we're probably going to be seeing a whole bunch of different games. Now, I think that we might also get Super Mario Galaxy 2 in November. Because, hear me out, maybe you're not a fan of Metroid, but you want to play a different game. And since Mario Galaxy will most likely be a port, and it's not like a brand new game, releasing it in November makes a lot of sense, and it's perfect for the 40th anniversary. It's perfect for the Christmas month. It's just overall a great time playing Mario Galaxy 2 once again. Now, Nintendo, for the 40th anniversary of Mario, we usually see a bunch of other things. May that be a Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Edition, may that be something else, but I think Nintendo is going to put everything and get ready for the Christmas season. That is usually their major season, the season that they really got a lot of players, picking up Switches, playing games overall. I think that these are probably going to be the correct dates. Now, of course, I could be wrong. It's just more like a prediction, but looking at the way that the games are going, I think it makes a lot of sense for these games to actually be in their correct date, their correct release date. I'm so excited. Let me know what your favorite game is. What game are you excited for? Are you excited for Pokemon Legends? Yay! Are you excited for Kirby Starcross World? Is that going to be your main game? Are you excited for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, or maybe even Mario Galaxy 2? What about Splatoon Raiders? Let me know what you're all interested in the comment section down below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Consider hit the like button, maybe subscribing if you're new. I like to do a whole bunch of different Nintendo content, news, different theories, and yeah, pretty much everything Nintendo. Anyways, let's have a great day. Okay, with that being said, see you in the next one.